So, YouTube starting.
We got to get the. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now live on YouTube.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Welcome, YouTube.
Welcome,
YouTube. And hello, Nick and Lucy. All the way.
Hi,
We miss
Nick.
you in your warm area.
Warm area?
I think they're in Georgia, South Carolina, Georgia.
Like their warm living room area?
They're warm. Yeah, right.
What are we talking about here?
You guys, I fell down the stairs on Monday.
Why did you do that?
Well, I came in from shoveling, and I had my boots, my big, thick, heavy boots, and I thought, oh, I'll just take them off downstairs, and I have carpeting that goes downstairs, and my boot just caught, and and I have this huge bruise down the left on my
Thigh.
on my right thigh, and then I caught my arm as I was going down.
Owie.
And so I was working out the other day, and I'm like, oh, why is my arm so sore? And it looks like you fell down the stairs, Mom. And I'm like, oh my God, that's right, I fell down the stairs. It really scared
When
him.
you land,
It was really loud. Hey,
land on
Luke.
that sharp corner of the stairs, it hurts.
Yeah. We're live on YouTube. So we're going in like 3 minutes, but there is yummy food behind you. That's Luke and his girlfriend, Alicia. Alicia, this is everybody. Luke. I was just telling him about how I fell down the stairs.
Oh, I like this. I'm not thinking with Sky anymore.
No. So you guys can get yourself something to eat while we're... Okay.
So you went with the Paul Horning?
Okay, so...
Who did I go with?
Yeah, which
Horning.
jersey did you pick?
Horning?
Paul Horning. Yeah.
Horning, okay.
He's a Packer.
Well, I
Okay.
figured that.
The Rain-Nitschke era.
I went
Oh,
with
Ray, that's how old that is. Not
with the vintage one.
Not Jim Kelly.
So tonight we are doing our Super Bowl
Yes.
highlights, and Joe Minnie is our Super Bowl expert.
I'm
He
your
is
resident
the
Bears fan.
guru. Yes.
Resident Bears fan.
Yep.
Guru. Who do you... Oh, should we
Football
wait to ask you that, who you want to win?
Yes.
You wait till we get to that section. Okay. I'm interested. We're having Dick Roellig from the Necedah Wildlife Refuge, friends.
Yes.
I'm excited to hear what's going on
Me
with
too.
that.
And that,
I was a little upset during the
here's my
shutdown because
questions.
they had, and I think Dick might talk about this, that you can use their snowshoes for free. Yep. And I was like, oh, over the Christmas break, I couldn't go.
Well, Freeze Fest
too
is
bad.
national.
Freeze Fest is this weekend.
yes, in
Okay.
Toma. Hmm.
Okay.
And then there's the candlelight ski in Milton.
In Milton.
Yeah, Milton.
Milton.
Up by Black River.
Oh, Milton State the state park.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and they do these candlelight snow ski
That's a nice-
hike.
Okay. It's
Hopefully
free.
I remember.
No, I think it's
No?
like it's.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Colonel Eric Peterson, commander of the 115th Fighter Wing, and you're watching LYNXX 24, connecting you to the community. In our top story, we're taking a look at how the blast of Arctic air that blanketed much of the Midwest this week has impacted life in our neck of Wisconsin. Welcome to your Hometown News. I'm April Frelke, joined by Melissa Kay and Joe Minnie. And we are all decked out in football gear because
Yes,
the
we
Super
are.
Bowl.
Super Bowl's coming up. We're
And my sister
excited.
Amanda would love this because my sister Amanda is a Bears fan.
Well, who isn't?
Well, welcome to Wisconsin, Joe Minnie.
Well, before we start about that, I want to ask about how Mel's birthday was last Friday.
Oh, happy birthday, Mel.
Thank you.
birthday.
I had the most amazing birthday. My boyfriend took me to Love Child. It's a new restaurant in La Crosse, and it's super fancy. It's in the whole old Hooters building, and it's super fancy. They've got like couches for tables, and he
Wow.
told the waitress that I had food restrictions, and The waitress went back and told the chef, and the chef made me something off menu just for me.
Nice.
It was so awesome.
That is so special.
Yes.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. And tomorrow,
Oh, yes.
Miss April's birthday.
Yes, it is.
Happy
February
birthday,
1st.
Happy birthday.
And we're not going to tell anybody how old I am either, because I'm really old. This is too old.
Do you have plans?
We're going to go out for fish to
Nice.
Shipwreck. I love their fish
on
fry.
Friday?
Fish on Friday.
Wow.
February 1st. All right.
So
we want to travel
Wisconsin.
too far. Yeah. Well, this week's Connect 24 is brought to you by Roellig Jensen in New Lisbon. It's been the topic on everyone's minds this week, the weather and those frigid temperatures. Wisconsinites experienced what is like to live in Siberia and Antarctica when the blast of Arctic air made its way across the Midwest, shutting down much of Wisconsin and neighboring states in its path. A polar vortex triggered the Arctic outbreak, driving wind chills into deep negative double digits. The cold temperatures, which have not been seen in many parts of the Midwest in more than 2 decades, shut down everything from the Postal Service, which suspended mail delivery operations Wednesday in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, and parts of Illinois, and resulted in the cancellation of classes at colleges, universities, all over the Midwest, in addition to government offices and businesses. For those in the healthcare and public service, the job had to go on in many cases. At the VA in Toma, the fire department went around jumping employee cars when they wouldn't start after sitting in those frigid temperatures. And while we sit here in Wisconsin, where's Nick and Lucy sitting, right?
Oh, look at that.
There they are. Look at that.
Good old Nick.
Well,
Enjoying the lightweight
enjoying
jackets.
The South. Okay.
Well, school kids have gotten quite a break thanks to this cold snap. Toma School Superintendent Cindy Zardi said she could not remember a time when the district had 4 consecutive days off due to snow and dangerously cold temperatures. New Lisbon Superintendent Dennis Burr echoed Zardi, saying the last time he remembered a cold stretch that closed schools was back in 1996. Administrators rely on a large network of people and information sources to help reach a decision about school cancellations. Burr said there is a network of school staff in each district of New Lisbon who email, call, and text with information gleaned from the National Weather Service and local weather reports. And in addition to the superintendents, Zardi said district transportation directors share information to help reach a decision about whether or not to close schools. Needless to say, in a district the size of Toma with 456 square miles, we confer with districts that border us like Black River Falls, New Lisbon, and Sparta, Zardi said, adding that we also use a variety of weather stations as we review predictions on incoming storms and temperatures.
Yeah, and the number of school days missed this week begs the question of where we are in the snow day count and how it affects the end of the year. As in Thursday, January 21st, the Toma district has used 5 inclement weather days, putting it past the built-in days and requiring at least 2 days are made up later in the year. April 22nd is the first non-school day built into the calendar as a snow day, so instead of having that day off as part of our 4-day Easter weekend, students will now be at school on April 22nd. Zardi said she doesn't anticipate the district taking more days away from the spring break in March. Because instructional minutes as opposed to school days are what districts are required to make up, Toma staff may explore the idea of adding time to the school day in order to make up the days missed for inclement weather. We will determine that once we get through the winter months and are pretty certain that the winter weather is behind us, Zardi said. Also in New Lisbon, Burr said that the district typically forgives 2 snow days, but as of Thursday has taken 5 snow days in all. He said the school board will likely have to input, but with the current school calendar, any days made up would most likely be added to the end of the year.
I've worked in school for almost 25 years. Okay, now that's dating me, but I've never had the 4 days in a winter like this.
It's unbelievable. My daughter, she's been home, and it's like trying to...
How is that, Joe?
Trying to keep her entertained.
Yeah,
It's
now you know how we feel at school, right? Well, there have been articles and warnings circulating this week about the need to bring in outside animals indoors when the temperature drops into dangerous double digits. But what about the wild animals? How do they survive in temperature drops like we've seen this week? Well, here to answer that question for us is Dick Roellig, one of the friends of the Necedah Wildlife Refuge. He joins Mel in our studio. So Mel, over to you.
Thanks, April. Well, welcome, Dick.
Thank you.
We're glad that the National Wildlife Refuge is open again after being closed during the government shutdown. You guys just opened up today, right?
Today, right.
Yes,
Yep.
on Thursday here.
Yep.
So, well, we're glad to have you.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
So, as April said, there's lots of warnings about bringing our pets inside during this frigid temperatures. So in comparison, how do wild animals fare in weather like this?
Well, you first of all have to understand that most of them, or in fact all of them, are used to the different conditions that exist out in the woods. You know, you take a look at our domestic animals, our dogs and our cats. We've pretty much bred everything that out of them.
I suppose.
You know, I'm thinking of chihuahuas and dogs like that. You know, they obviously can't cope with that. But if you look at a wild animal, they have specialized fur coats. They have places to hide to get out of the weather, and a long spell, an extended spell, will cause them problems.
Yeah.
But even something like this isn't going to bother them that much.
No, really?
Right.
Oh, well, because I know I have outside cats, and their coats get really, really thick. But I
Right.
brought them in this last few days. 'Cause
Well,
was
yeah,
just
I would do
concerned
that.
about-
I mean, if I had a pet, I would definitely bring them in.
Yeah, it's just dangerous.
But with with wild animals, I'm not saying that they don't suffer,
Right.
but they're probably more acclimated to suffering than our domestic animals
I
are.
suppose so. So how are wild animals like wolves and coyotes, how are they different from the domesticated dogs in their abilities to survive the cold?
Well, it goes back to what basically what I've just said. If you look at a wolf, any predator, you look at those people or those animals, they're used to the conditions. You know, they're born outside and they stay outside.
Right.
They have specialized fur. Wolves and coyotes and foxes actually thrive in the wintertime. That's in many cases the time that they do their best hunting.
I suppose.
You know, there's you know, as you know, most of those animals are scavengers, and there are animals that don't survive weather like this, and they become food for the predators.
I suppose, and that kind of plays into the next question: is how do they find food this time of year when it's so cold?
You know, the predators rely a lot on scavenged meat right now. They cull herds. They take the diseased and the those types of animals that aren't going to survive, the lame animals that aren't going to survive anyway, and we'll take those animals first, and they're just they're used to weather
How they get by.
Right.
So what have you seen for animals at the refuge this week? Any movement?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, there's not a lot of bird life. One of the things that we do out there is we have several bird feeders, large bird feeders up around the visitor center. And so we get the blue jays, the cardinals, the juncos.
And they've just been loving that.
Oh, they absolutely love it. You know, the chickadees, they're up, you know, and through donations that people make, we buy tons of bird seed during the year.
Well, that wraps us up then. I thank you so much for coming on, Dick.
Yep.
Well, we have to head on back over to April and Joe. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Mel. Until February 6th, we're entering our viewers and social media followers to win our 2019 Valentine's giveaway package valued at over $500. In case you've missed it so far, here's what the winner will receive. 1, a Valentine's Day dinner for 2, complete with a bottle of wine at Kelly's Wood-Fired Bistro in Wanawak. 2, a one-night stay at the Fountain Chateau Bed and Breakfast in Hustler. 3, a custom pendant made by jeweler Kirk Bertram from Bertram's Jewelry Studio in Toma. 4, a bouquet of Valentine's flowers from Silver Star Health in New Lisbon. And 5, a 1-pound box of chocolates from Powers Gourmet in Linden Station. You can get entered to win by following our LYNXX24 Facebook page and commenting on our Valentine's giveaway posts. And for those watching LYNXX live on either LYNXX24 or on YouTube tonight, comment on the YouTube live stream or email our producer Erica at lynxx24.com between now and the end of the show with a message that you're like to win. And we'll give you 5 entries into this drawing. We'll draw for the winner during LYNXX Live on February 7th. Good luck.
Well, we need to take a short break. When we come back, we'll be delving into Super Bowl and the teams and players and giving our predictions. Stay tuned.
You want it? We'll find it. You got it. Price match and relax. That's the Roellig Jensen deal. Sealed with a platinum level membership. Oil changes, done. Tires, brakes, alignment, all done. Car wash, you got it. Roellig Jensen Auto Mall, New Lisbon. Check out our inventory online at roelligjensen.com.
If we were like most food companies, we would constantly be innovating with stuff like taco tubes, rainbow cheese, and I don't know, drone delivery. But at Organic Valley, we've been innovating food for 30 years with just a few simple ingredients, like sun, soil, rain, and grass. So you can do revolutionary things like cook with it and, you know, serve it to your family. Just honest to goodness organic food. Call us crazy, but it's working. Organic Valley.
I'm Roger Gorius. I'm the Toma City Administrator. What Toma Memorial Hospital means to me and to our city is that we have access to award-winning health care. When we're attracting businesses, it's one of the first questions we're asked is how can we provide for their employees? And we're always happy to answer that we have Toma Memorial Hospital as our aid. One of the most excellent things about the hospital is the staff. They're caring, they're understanding, and they're also part of our community. We know them and they know us. Toma Memorial offers quality care for our entire community and those residents in our surrounding communities.
The people of F&M Bank have been serving Toma and the surrounding community for over 100 years. With 3 locations and a full suite of mobile services, we make doing business with us convenient and easy. Free bill pay, mobile app, remote deposit capture, even person-to-person payments. We also have loan and savings options, along with a complete lineup of business banking and cash management options. F&M Bank, banking solutions from people you trust.
You're watching LYNXX. Connecting you to the community.
Welcome back to LYNXX 24. The Super Bowl is just days away, and in case you haven't followed the coverage leading up to this weekend or live under a rock, the Los Angeles Rams will be taking on the New England Patriots in the 53rd Super Bowl played in Atlanta. In the next few minutes, we'll be bringing you an overview of the teams offering our predictions for the Sunday, February 3rd matchup. So,
I think that was
Joe,
a
did
slam.
you just look at me under a rock, even though they didn't know you were looking at me or viewers?
So,
I don't live under a rock.
Well,
That's all right. I get it. I get it.
So as a football fan of the NFL, and I play a regular amount of fantasy football, I'm quite the fan, I would say.
Yes,
compared to what I understand as
and our viewers should know that you've gotten us
We've
together
got a 3-page report here
stuff
about everything to do with the Super Bowl. Like, this is more than I ever knew about the Super Bowl before, ever.
Start us off with...
Okay, so the big game...
I was going to ask you a question, but go ahead.
Let me just start.
Launch in.
The big game is this Sunday, which Super Bowl Sunday, it's a holiday in some households.
Yeah, yours obviously.
So, you know, most people, they like to have big, large subs, a lot of wings, some food, which we'll probably get to later. But it starts around 5:30 p.m. Central. It's going to be on CBS. Jim Nantz, Tony Romo are going to be on television doing the broadcast.
Oh,
Tony Romo, former Cowboys quarterback, he's become the NFL Nostradamus because last playoff game, he was like calling the plays on the field right before they happened.
Wow.
So it's going to be a fun game.
He's got like a crystal ball up there. He's just looking at it.
Well, he's a former quarterback, and he's just
he knows those things.
But we got a matchup between the New England Patriots, who seem to be in the Super Bowl almost every year. We got the LA Rams, recently moved back to LA, and they have a new head coach, a very young head coach. They have a younger quarterback, and they've been having a lights-out offense too. So this matchup is going to be tight. The spread Vegas has given them is 2.5 points favoring the Patriots, which, unless you don't know football, a field goal is only 3.
Yeah,
I knew that.
You can't get a half a point.
Well, no, but it helps with the.
I know that.
But you can get 2 points though, can't you?
You can get a two-point conversion. There is
way to go.
Safety. You can get 2 points, but you can also win by 1.
Right.
So that's all you got to win by. So, a lot of stuff. So,
who's singing the Star Spangled Banner
Okay.
and the national anthem, and who's the entertainment show?
So, to entertain the casual fan.
Well, we gotta
So
cater to everyone.
everybody in the household to be interested in watching the game. It starts with a coin toss, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Think we not know these things?
Well, it's a 50-50 call, but
Okay.
you know, it's come up heads 25 times and tails 27 times.
That's pretty close.
Oh, there's no.
You never know.
Statistics are pretty even. Okay.
So, national anthem is going to be sang by Gladys Knight. You know, formerly of Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Right.
Well, she's going to be singing it. The over/under on her national anthem is 1 minute 47 seconds. So you can bet on that too.
People are betting on the time
Yes.
that it takes to sing the national
Yes.
anthem. That's what you're telling
Yes.
Wow.
The halftime show is going to be headlined by Maroon 5.
me. Okay.
You're a
Yes, I've
fan.
heard that. Yes, I knew that.
They're going to be featuring special guest Grammy winner rapper Travis Scott and one half of the Outkast duo Big Boy, which is from Savannah, Georgia, and he's a Georgia
Big boy.
native.
I think Joe's in his element right now.
I think
I
so.
feel like watching you like.
Well, the Super Bowl being in Atlanta, where the Falcons play in their home stadium, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, it's an indoor stadium, so you don't have to worry about weather. So whatever's going to happen on the field, there's no excuses.
Not going to be affected by the weather.
Yes. So, and for the viewer, the Super Bowl commercials are a big hit.
Yeah.
Yes,
A lot of people.
that's true.
So just for some perspective, Super Bowl 51 in 2017 had 102 total commercials totaling 51 minutes and 30
A lot of
seconds.
commercials.
Well, before we go to commercial, Mel, don't you think we should ask Joe who he's rooting for, and who do you think is going to win?
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to go to commercial in a few minutes, in a few
Understood.
seconds here.
So, Tom Brady, 41 years old, oldest quarterback to play in the Super Bowl.
And
been
he's a
there.
Patriot?
Yes.
Okay.
Tom Brady.
Yes,
Yeah.
Tom Brady,
Brady's the Patriots
Okay.
quarterback.
Him and Bill Belichick, they've been there every year. You can't really count them out. So,
Well, give us your answer. Who are you rooting for, and who do you think's going to win? Come on, Joel.
okay, so I'm a fan of the upset. So the underdog being the
Say
LA,
it, Rams.
LA Rams, that's who I'm rooting for.
You're rooting
And
for
the
the Rams.
Rams.
Okay.
I'm rooting for the Rams.
Are you going to ask us who we are? We're just nuggets. This is the Joe Mini show right now, Mel, I think. All right, we got to wrap up.
Go ahead. What's your pick?
I'd like the Rams to win.
I don't care.
Okay. All right. Well,
that's okay.
Let's get going to food.
Okay, so we've covered the on-field action for Sunday's game, and when we come back, we're turning our attention to the party food with a meal idea that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, coming up in the January edition of the Organic Foodie, so don't go anywhere.
I'm Roger Gorius. I'm the Toma City Administrator. What Toma Memorial Hospital means to me and to our city is that we have access to award-winning health care. When we're attracting businesses, it's one of the first questions we're asked is how can we provide for their employees? And we're always happy to answer that we have Toma Memorial Hospital as our aid. One of the most excellent things about the hospital is the staff. They're caring, they're understanding, and they're also part of our community. We know them and they know us. Toma Memorial offers quality care for our entire community and those residents in our surrounding communities.
The El Royale, Tahoe's best kept secret.
I need a room.
How lucky are you feeling tonight? Howdy. Here's the game. Do you want to be right or do you want to be wrong? Are you good or are you bad? Feel free to flip that if you need to make a decision. Sir, we have a problem.
We're in a bit of a pickle here.
Bad times at the El Royale.
Rent now on LYNXX Networks, video on demand.
Toma Homes, building quality Stratford homes. Country cottage. Wraparound porch. A kitchen that loves to be cooked in. A mudroom with a washer and dryer. Custom designs. Toma Homes, custom homes built around your life.
Americans love their cars, but when accidents happen, trust Abra Auto Body and Glass. America's most recommended to get it fixed right the first time, on time. Whether paintless dent repair from those dings, dents, and hail damage, collision repair from that nasty rear ender, or glass repair from that pesky rock chip, you'll get the highest quality repair from quality professionals. Call Abra Auto Body and Glass in New Lisbon That's 608-562-6500.
I'm Major John Judy Hudock, United States Marine Corps. This is LYNXX 24 connecting you to the community.
Welcome back to LYNXX 24 and welcome to the January edition of the Organic Foodie. If you're planning on feeding a crowd at your Super Bowl party, don't go to the trouble of making multiple dishes. Decide on a theme and create your own food bar, such as Organic Valley-inspired Nacho Bar. Feeding your friends and family quality food won't break the bank with this spread. Plus, it allows you the opportunity to get a little creative with your toppings. So, let's dive in. So, Nacho Bar.
Yeah, so many options.
So, I'm going to start off with a beef chorizo. Did I say that right? Chorizo. Yes. So, chorizo. So this is going to be an Organic Valley. You're going to have organic grass-fed beef, and you're going to also buy a pound of that.
It's a Spanish sausage.
And then you're going to crumble that in here. So we've got that kind of already cooking. And I'm left-handed, so I was going to move the pot. Sorry about that. And then you're going to add your what?
Nothing.
Oh, Joe had something fun to say. Okay, so some red onion is going to go in that, and some of our spices, which will be chili pepper, cumin, coriander, and paprika, kind of a smoked paprika. Nice. We're going to stir that up, and then we're going to add, I like the tomato base to this is going to be really nice and fresh. So it's going to be tomato sauce and tomato paste. I don't know if you ever make sloppy joes, you always add like the tomato paste to that.
So it makes it good.
Yes, correct. All right, Joe Minnie, you are on target with that. And then we're going to cook that a little bit up here.
Use it in my spaghetti sauce. It thickens my sauce up. So
and we'll add a little bit of water. And then that is our end product, Mel.
End product right here. That looks delicious.
It does.
So we're going to let this kind of marinate while we're doing it.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys can go ahead and start making your nacho bar. So this is going to be kind of like the base beef of our nacho bar. And we're going to have also some fun adds to your taco bar. Some green onions, lime, a really nice corn and beans. It's real simple to make. Organic beans, organic corn, and a small can of chilies. You mix that right up here.
Wow, that looks good.
Organic Valley sour cream. We've got black olives, jalapenos, and then if you're lucky and you know somebody who can make some homemade salsa, you can throw that on your taco bar.
Oh, yes.
And our other big fun topping is our white queso. So that's in the crock pot. Maybe we can show that a little bit, but that's a real simple white queso. It's going to have Organic Valley pepper jack cheese, and that's kind of the key ingredient is that spicy pepper jack.
Look at that.
Organic Valley cream cheese, Organic Valley sour cream, and a little thing of green chilies. So that can just
looks good.
Smell on TV, but that smells really, really delicious.
I have a quick question.
Yes,
you said these were green onions, right? What's the difference between green onions and scallions?
The name, however you want to call them.
Okay, there is none, so there is no difference.
No difference? It's a scallion, or the green onion.
I was always curious. I've been following some recipes lately.
And that's it. And then you can add, so we have chips for your, like a nacho plate. What I don't see out here, what you could add is some shredded Organic Valley cheeses. You can some shredded cheddar, some of those kinds of shredded cheeses. You could also have some wraps on your taco bar, your nacho bar. And so it does a really nice kind of a main spread. You don't have all these separate dishes, and a very healthy.
This is some really good looking salsa here.
So before we before we go to commercial, can someone taste something for me or queso?
Oh, we're prepping.
You guys
you got a lot of queso on there.
Yes.
Okay, so
give it a shot, Joe.
All right, ready?
It's a really colorful, and it just looks pretty.
It looks great.
Yeah,
all right.
It really does.
You can find this and past editions of the Organic Foodie on LYNXX 24 Facebook page. We need to take a short break. When we come back, we'll be filling you on what's coming up in your community. Stay tuned.
The people of F&M Bank have been serving Tomah and the surrounding community for over 100 years. With 3 locations and a full suite of mobile services, we make doing business with us convenient and easy. Free bill pay, mobile app, remote deposit capture, even person-to-person payments. We also have loan and savings options, along with a complete lineup of business banking and cash management options. F&M Bank, banking solutions from people you trust.
The El Royale, Tahoe's best kept secret.
I need a room.
How lucky are you feeling tonight? Howdy. Here's the game. Do you want to be right or do you want to be wrong? Are you good or are you bad? Feel free to flip that if you need to make a decision. Sir, we have a problem.
We're in a bit of a pickle here. Bad times at the El Royale.
Rent now on LYNXX Networks, video on demand.
Some food companies put smiling cows and green pastures on their packaging, even if they're actually kept in confinement. Not cool. But at Organic Valley, we put smiling cows in our fields, where they belong. And to prove it, we put these fitness trackers on our cows, so you can actually count the steps they take in our green pastures. Turns out they take more steps than most people. Looking good, ladies. Letting cows be cows. Call us crazy, but it's working. Organic Valley.
You are watching LYNXX 24, connecting you to your community.
Welcome back to LYNXX 24. Here's a look at what's coming up in your community. The 9th annual Freeze Fest will take place this weekend, February 1st and 2nd, and will offer different activities to help beat the winter blues, including fitness classes, bowling, snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, skating, and inflatables for kids at the recreation park, to name a few. The cost for most events is $1, which is the cost of the Freeze Fest button, which is available for purchase at City Hall and the Chamber office prior to the event weekend, or at many of the Freeze Fest venues. You can find all Freeze Fest details on the event page on Facebook page.
Okay, so the New Lisbon Chamber of Commerce is accepting applications for the vendors and crafters at its Spring 2019 Craft Fair taking place April 6th at New Lisbon schools. Booths are $35 for an 8x10 space without electricity and $45 with electricity. If you're interested in being a vendor, email the Chamber at the address listed on your screen to receive an application. Only one vendor from direct marketing companies, such as Pampered Chef or 31, will be accepted.
And the New Lisbon Library will be holding a community coffee get-together at 9 a.m. on February 14th at the City Hall. Come for coffee, tea, and cupcakes and talk about current library programming while helping to come up with ideas for future programming. The library staff would love to hear your thoughts about how the library can better serve the community.
Well, that's a nice discussion that they're offering. Really
Right, for more feedback.
Any quick facts before we go out?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you to Dick Roellig for joining us this week, and thank you to Organic Valley for sponsoring the Organic Foodie, and thanks to Joe Minnie for all of his Super Bowl tips and facts.
Good job, Joe.
Go Bears.
Thanks to our sponsors, YouTube viewers, and all of you at home for tuning to LYNXX 24, where we're connecting you to the community.